All right. So, like I said, I'm going to be modifying a little bit, and I encourage you guys to always do the same. Really be, in tune to what you're feeling each day. And if something doesn't feel 100% right on any given day, whether it's your back or your neck or your shoulder, just really listen to your body throughout the practice so that you know if you need to modify. And there's nothing wrong with modifying. So just, kind of be in tune to what you feel today and know that today's practice is based on where you are today, not where you were yesterday or where you want to be, but just kind of embracing exactly where you are today. So let's start laying down on your backs. We'll have a strap handy. Hopefully you have a yoga strap. If you have a yoga strap, please connect it and put it together so it's in a loop. If you don't have a yoga strap and you're just using a belt or something else, then I'll tell you how to use it in a bit. Okay, so just taking a few moments to settle down and settle into your practice. And just begin to breathe a little bit deeper than you normally do. Begin to settle in and settle down. And just noticing any thoughts that you have going on in your mind today or any feelings you have. Just use your breath to make that connection to your thoughts, to your feelings, to your body. And just breathe with ease. So awareness and ease. Noticing the muscles in the face. Relaxing the jaw. And just relaxing through the chest and shoulders. And from here, we're just going to draw the knees into the chest. So hug the knees in, check in with your back, see how it feels. Rock left to right a little bit. Make some circles with your knees in one direction and then the other. And then we'll take the feet up towards the ceiling. We'll take the arms up overhead. So just noticing your shoulders here. So you might need to bend your elbow. So just take a moment, take a full deep breath in. And then as you exhale, hug your knees into your chest. Inhale through the nose, reach your legs up, arms back. And exhale, hug the knees in. One more time, just like that. Inhale, arms reach, feet lift. And exhale, hug the knees in. We'll take both feet down to the floor. We're going to put the strap around the bottom of your right foot. So if you have a loop, place the loop around your head at your upper back. Arms go through. If you don't have a loop, then just hold gently onto either end of the strap. The left leg is going to go straight and really reach. So before it touches the floor, reach your heel way away from the hip and then drop it down and relax. So that's opening up your hip flexor. And just pause here with the eyes closed. So you're releasing tightness in the back of the thigh. Starting to tune into the hip and the low back. This is also really good for circulation. And the beginning of our practice is more of a meditation. So just trying to check in with yourself. Quiet down the mind. Connect to your breathing. Relax the areas in the body that hold on to tightness and tension. So full deep breaths in and out. Take a deep breath in, and then as you exhale, we're going to soften that right knee, reach the right foot over to the left. Take a full breath in, and then just kind of melt into the pose when you exhale. So really try to find softness around the right hip, extending the right leg to open up the IT band. Relaxing the back, relaxing around the belly. You can feel the right side of the rib cage pressing into the strap. Take a full breath in and a full breath out. Let's let that right leg come back up to center. Bend the left knee. Take your right foot out of the strap. Place it gently around on the top of your left leg. You can stay here if you have tight hips and you want to just press your right knee gently away from you. You can reach for the back of your left thigh. Or if you want to go a little deeper, you can reach for your left shin. Let the eyes be closed. Let the back of the head press down into the mat. Lengthen through the neck and relax the shoulders. Soften through the right hip. Eyes are closed. Breathing with awareness and with ease. Take a deep breath in, and then as you exhale, just let the right foot come down to the floor, bent knee, and we'll take the left foot and bring it right into the strap. So left foot comes in, right leg goes straight, really reach it far, and then relax the right thigh. Relax through the shoulders. Lengthening through the back of the left leg. Letting the back of the shoulders lean into the strap. Let your back ground down into the floor. Feel light in your foot as the blood flows down the leg. Take a deep breath in and a full breath out. Soften the left knee. We're going to reach the left foot over to the right. Pause. And as you exhale, completely relax into the pose. So if you notice that you're gripping somewhere, soften. So I just noticed that I was really tight around my right seat and the right hip. So just soften. So just notice, check in, do a little body scan. So the only place that you should feel tightness right now is all along the outside of the left leg. That's it. Not in the chest, not in the shoulders, not in the jaw. And then hopefully after a few breaths, that part of the body that you notice the tightness, hopefully will start to soften. Breathing with awareness and with ease. So not forced, but just noticing. Full breath in and a full breath out. On your next inhale, let's take the left foot back up to center. Bend your right knee. We'll take the left foot out of the strap, cross over the right leg. Stay right here if you'd like. You can reach for the back of your right thigh or for your right shin. If you want to go a little deeper, you can take the shape of the legs over to the right a little bit. Drawing the right knee in towards your right shoulder. So once you come into this hip opener, notice around the hip what you might be feeling. And then as you consciously breathe, see if you can find a softening and a letting go. Full breath in and a full breath out. Let's slowly let the left foot come down to the floor. Release the right foot down. Feet are going to go mat width apart, and then just gently windshield wiper your feet left to right. So nice and slow, so you can feel what you feel in the low back, the hips and the thighs. Breath in when you bring the legs up to center, and then as you exhale, hug the knees into the chest. We'll rock left to right a little bit, and then you can either roll to one side to bring yourself up, or you can rock front to back to bring yourself up to sit. Once you're seated, we're just going to bring the soles of the feet together. Hold on to your ankles or shins. Rock left to right a little bit with your seat so you can really ground down with your sits bones. Take a deep breath in as you lift your chin, shoulders relax down, and then as you exhale, just fold forward over your legs. So over the space between your legs. Your heels are pressed way out in front. Let your head hang heavy to release the neck. You can roll your ear left to right. You can roll your torso left to right, so just reaching with your low back. You can lift up a little bit when you inhale to get a little bit more length with the spine, and then when you exhale, maybe deepen with your chest, going a little bit further down towards the mat. Open up the space between your shoulder blades. Relax your low back. Take a full breath in and a full breath out. We're slowly going to come up. You're going to bring your feet to the floor. So you have a triangle here underneath your legs. You're going to hold on to the backs of your legs right where the knees are, where the knees meet the thighs. And you're just going to lean back. But when you lean back, don't round back. You're leaning back so that there's like a string at your chest holding you upright. And then you're just going to lean back and maybe your feet will lift off the floor. Try to stay strong in the core and strong in your back. If this hurts your back in any way, then just bring the feet down to the floor. You can still engage the core because you have a little bit more support. If you would like to take your hands off of your legs, you can. You don't have to. Maybe you take your arms a little wider. Maybe you lift your hands a little higher. Try to keep your shins parallel to the floor. Try to relax your hip flexors. I take this a lot in my hip flexors, so try to relax there. Your toes aren't going any higher than your eyes. Take a deep breath in, and then as you exhale, bring your feet down, your hands down. Just stretch forward for a tiny bit, and then we'll come up. Switch your feet over to one side. We're going to come onto hands and knees. Your knees are going to be parallel. Big toes are going to touch. We're going to make a pillow with your hands and let your forehead rest down on your hands. So let your belly kind of rest on your thighs and in between your thighs. Let your head ground down so you release your neck and shoulders. Breathe into the upper back. And take these few moments here just to check in. Letting go of any thoughts that you don't want to be having right now. Breathing through to process any feelings you may be having. And staying grounded and connected to your breath. And then let's slowly and gently make our way up onto hands and knees. So the knees are going to stay hip width apart, feet are going to be parallel. Hands go a little bit more in front of your shoulders just to protect your wrists and shoulders. And then we're going to move the body, the spine with your breath. So as you breathe in, curl the toes under, drop the belly, lift the chin. As you breathe out, tuck the chin, round the back. Inhale, drop the belly, lift the chin. You can curl the toes under if you'd like. Exhale, tuck and round. And then one more time, just like that. Inhale. And exhale. So we're going to take your left foot straight back. Toes are down on the floor. We're going to lift the right hand towards the front of the room. Relax your shoulder here. Your arms should be soft. Belly draws in and up a lot. So take that dip, the arch, out of your low back. Then we're going to lift the left foot. So left foot lifts. Finding your balance here. Finding your strength. Maybe you shift your weight forward a half an inch and then back a half an inch. So crown of the head forward, left heel back, just to kind of just change your center of balance. Give yourself a little bit of a challenge here. You don't have to. Take a deep breath in, and then as you exhale, the right hand comes down, left toes come down behind you. Pivot your right foot to the right. Roll to the arch of your left foot. We're going to lift the left hand up towards the ceiling. So I'm just up on my right fingertips to take the weight off my shoulder, but your right hand is flat down on the floor. You can change this up if you'd like. You can lift your left foot. If side plank is available to you, you can take your right foot and scoot it under your left, or take your right ankle and cross it in front of your left ankle. Whatever pose you're in, your chest is open, you're breathing. Be aware of where your left hand is in space. It's right above the shoulder. Belly is in strong. Take a full breath in. And then as you exhale, let's slowly come down. We're going to take the knees together, feet together, sit back on your heels, and then let your tops of the hands rest by your feet. Completely let your shoulders round and relax. Forehead is down. Try to relax the space between your neck and your shoulder blades. We often carry a lot of tension there without even knowing it. Notice your breathing. Notice how being in this pose makes you feel. And then we're slowly going to come back up onto hands and knees. Knees are going to separate to be parallel. Wrists in front of the shoulders a little bit. And then we'll take 3 breaths, just making the spine nice and long and straight. Inhaling and exhaling. So just the flexion in the spine here helps move the spinal fluid, helps create space in between the bones. Inhaling and exhaling, releasing tightness in between the bones. And just making a lot of space, releasing tension in the shoulders. We're going to come back to neutral. The right foot is going to go straight back, toes are down. Left hand is going to reach towards the front of the room. So with the left, I'm not going to do that. So the left hand reaching towards the front of the room. If you feel like you can lift your right leg. You don't have to. Try to keep your belly lifted in and up. So the belly is lifting in and up. Feel nice and strong here. Through the core, through your back. Let your neck be neutral. And just know that wherever you are today is exactly where you're supposed to be. So whatever you're working through or working on, stick with it and breathe. Take one more deep breath in here. And then as you exhale, we're going to bring that right foot down. Pivot your left foot to the left. Roll to the arch of your right foot as you reach your right hand up towards the ceiling. So just pausing here, feeling your shoulder reaching back and up. You can lift your right leg if you'd like. You can come into that side plank if it's available to you, or you can keep the foot down. Breathing with ease. Finding balance, finding length and strength. Take one more full breath in, just like this. And then exhale, slowly make your way down. One more time with the knees narrowed, just so you can relax your shoulders and your wrists. So bringing the hands behind you. Really let your shoulders come forward and down. Open up that space in your upper back between the shoulder blades. And let your forehead feel as though it's making an imprint in the ground. Using the weight of the head to release tension in the neck. Take a deep, full breath in and a deep, full breath out. Okay, from here, we're slowly going to come forward onto hands and knees. You're going to drop down onto your forearms. So your forearms are on the floor. Your hands and palms can come together. We're going to spend 1.5 minutes here just working on forearm plank. You don't have to stay in it. You can have your knees down with the tops of the feet on the floor. But I'm going to set a timer and we're just going to work through breathing through the challenge of this pose. Alexa, please set a timer for 1 minute and 30 seconds.
1 minute and 30 seconds, starting now.
Okay, so you're going to take one foot back, then the other. If this hurts your shoulders or your back, you can lift your hips a little higher for your back, or knees can come down, tops of the feet can come down. Belly is drawn in nice and strong. You're able to breathe with ease. Relax your head and neck. If your knees are down and the tops of your feet are down, see if you can push the tops of your feet down. You'll feel a little bit stronger in your low back and in your belly. If you need to come down with the thighs and the hips to take a break, anytime you can, anytime you need to, you can. Breathing here, looking for strength, finding the depth in this pose. You have to dig deep into your core. Keep breathing. If your neck is feeling tight, just move the head left to right. Maybe tuck the chin for a moment. Continue to breathe. If you're on your knees and you want to come up and try feet for a breath or two, you can. Alexa, stop timer, please. All right, make your way down. Make a pillow with your hands. Nice job, nice work. Forehead rest down on your hands. Bend your knees and windshield wiper the legs left to right. Relax your back. Relax your shoulders. So it is really important to have a strong core to protect your back. It's also important to have strong muscles in the back. Good for the posture. So we're going to work a little bit on the back. And these movements are not big. So the tops of the feet are on the floor. Your forehead is resting on your hands. You're going to take a deep breath in and a full breath out. Your next inhale, you're going to lift your head with your hands attached to your forehead. That's your inhale. And then your exhale is going to lower down. So this is not high and not fast. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. So even if you just lift a tiny bit, inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. If this hurts your back, you can put a blanket underneath your hips or just lift ever so small. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Inhaling to lift. Exhale, lower. If you're feeling strong and you'd like to add the legs, you can. Inhale, lift. The legs are straight. You're lifting from the thighs. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Relax the shoulders away from your ears. Exhale, lower. 3 more, just like this. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Last two. Inhale and exhale. One more time. Full breath in and full breath out. Relax your head on your hands, bend your knees, relax your belly and your back, windshield wiper the legs left to right. And then from here, let the tops of your feet come down. We're going to bring the hands on the floor by your chest. Take a deep breath in and then use your exhale to push yourself up and back into a child's pose. Knees can go as wide as you'd like. Big toes touch. Let your arms reach way out in front of you. Forehead down and able to breathe. Lengthening the spine, relaxing through your back. Take a full deep breath in and a full deep breath out. So we're going to come up onto hands and knees, and we're going to step your right foot forward up between your hands. If you have blocks, this is a great time to use them. You can frame your front foot. The right knee is right over your right ankle, and the left knee is pretty far back. So keeping the left knee back and down, your hips are heavy here. If you're not twisting, for example, I know Lori doesn't twist, you could just take your right hand and reach it forward, drawing your belly in. If you would like to twist, you're going to turn your belly, rib cage, and chest to the right and reach your right hand up towards the ceiling, nice and straight. I'm not doing that, I'm modifying, but you can take your right hand straight up towards the ceiling and just breathe here. So feel your right hip coming into your left inner thigh. Nice and strong, just a full breath in. And then exhale, come back to center. Here we're going to add on, curl the left toes under, lift the left knee. So legs are super strong here. Again, right hand can reach forward or turn your belly, chest, and rib cage to the right. Right hand reaches up towards the ceiling. So just feel what you feel in that right leg, the inner thigh. Might be getting a little tired, that's okay. Take a full breath in. And then as you exhale, come on down. You're going to scoot your left foot forward just about a couple inches. Keep all 10 toes pointed forward. You might need to make your blocks a little higher. And you're going to come into 2 straight legs. If your knees need to be bent, that's okay, the right knee. If your left heel is lifted or on the floor, either way is perfect. Belly is in nice and strong, chest is lengthened, spine is lengthened. You can stay right here. You can lift your right hand towards the front of the room, or you can turn your belly, chest, and rib cage to the right and reach your right hand up towards the ceiling. So really try to feel that right hip coming into your left inner thigh. Pause here and breathe. Take a deep breath in, and then as you exhale, come on down, bend your right knee, drop your left knee, and then we're going to take your right foot back. And we'll switch sides. The left foot comes forward. Right knee scoots way back. Nice and strong here in the legs. Hips are sinking low. Right hand stays where it is. Your left hand can reach towards the front of the room. Or you can turn your belly, chest, and rib cage to the left and reach your left hand up. And just breathe here. So you're getting deep into that right hip flexor, starting to strengthen your hip, left hip, by trying to bring it in. Left knee is right over the left ankle. Beautiful. Take a deep breath in. As you exhale, bring the left hand down, getting stronger and deeper. Curl the toes under. See if you can lift the knee. If you can't, then just keep it right down on the floor. That's okay. Pausing here to breathe. Right hand stays where it is. Getting a little bit stronger now. Left hand can reach forward, or you can turn to the left and reach your left hand up. My right elbow is soft, just so I'm not taking any weight on my right shoulder. Be able to breathe here. Super strong legs. This is not an easy pose. Take a deep breath in. Nice. As you exhale, left hand comes down. You're just going to scoot your right foot forward so that you can get your left leg to go straighter. Doesn't have to be all the way straight, but straighter. Your back heel can be lifted or pressing towards the mat. Lengthen from the crown of the head away from your tailbone. And then your right hand can stay where it is. Left hand can just reach forward. Or you can turn and twist and lift your left hand up. So you can decide where you want to be here. I'm modifying for my right shoulder. So just be where you are and breathe. Belly is strong. Back is strong. Legs grounding down. Beautiful. Take a deep breath in. And then as you exhale, left hand comes down. You're going to take your right foot, step it up next to your left foot. Move your blocks out of the way and just hang in a forward bend. You can hold on to opposite elbows. You can bend your knees and let your belly rest on your thighs. If you need to modify, you can take your arms and rest them on your legs. Let your head hang heavy. Just pausing for a moment, take a deep breath in. And then as you exhale, we're slowly going to make our way up to stand. So take your time. Come up nice and slow. You don't want to get a head rush. I'm just going to adjust my camera so you can see my head. Okay. So just coming to stand. So coming to stand at the front of your mat. Or about in the middle. You're facing the front. You're in the middle of your mat facing the front. Feet are down, hip width apart, grounding down. Pausing here, relax your shoulders. Relaxing the head and neck. We're going to ground down through your left foot. You're going to lift your right knee. Hands at your heart center. As you inhale, you're going to lift your hands up. As you exhale, your hands are going to come through the heart center and then reach back behind you as you hinge forward into a modified warrior 3. Your right foot is back, chest is coming parallel to the floor. As you inhale, slowly make your way back upright, knee lifts, hands reach up towards the ceiling. Exhale, so you're using your breath, reaching back. Don't worry if you're wobbling all over the place, we're just practicing. Inhale, knee comes up, hands lift. Exhale, reach back, nice and strong on that left leg. We're going to come back up to center here and pause. Your right knee is lifted. Your left leg might feel like it's on fire. Take your left hand, cross it over your right leg. Hold on to that leg. You can either reach your right hand straight up or reach it straight behind you, turning your chest to the right. Your right arm is shoulder height, reaching back. Your left leg is working hard, and then come back to center and drop that right foot. Whew, shake out the left. That is not only working your muscles, but this is so good for your bones in your hip and your knee. So really get some movement here in that left leg. Okay, switching sides. Right foot is down on the floor. Left knee is going to lift, hands at the heart. Inhale, lift the hands up. Exhale, hinge back. Inhale. So maybe you need to be at a wall and hold on to the wall. That's fine. Maybe you're just falling all over. Left foot keeps coming down. That's good too. No worries. Just working on balance as we weight bear on that right leg for bone and muscle strength. Inhaling. Last time. Exhale. Slowly reach back. When you come back to center, pause. Right hand reaches across, holding on underneath the left knee. You can turn your torso and reach your left hand back behind you. Maybe you're just reaching it out to the side. And then when you're ready, come on back to center. Drop that left foot, shake out the right. Whew. Okay. Coming to the front of your mat, we're going to stretch out the legs a little bit. Inhale, reach your arms up overhead. Exhale, come on down. Bend your knee so you can step one foot back, drop the knee. Other foot, drop the knee. Send both feet over to one side. Roll back onto your left hip. Feet come around to the front. Bring the soles of your feet together. Have a nice big diamond. Lengthen through your spine and fold over your open legs. So that should feel really good on your inner thighs and your outer thighs. Relax your back. It's really important to work on balance as well as building some strength around the hips and the knees. Relax the head and neck. Take a deep breath in and a full breath out. Let's slowly make our way up and then gently make your way down onto your back. When you come onto your back, you're going to hug your knees into your chest. So we're just going to open up the hips a little bit with the left foot coming down to the floor, bent knee. Right knee is going to go wide. So I'm going to keep giving options to get deeper and deeper. You can stop anywhere along the way that's perfect for you. So you can stay right here. You can lift your right foot and reach your right hand for the outside of your right foot. Bending your right knee, reaching the knee down to the right side of your torso. If you want to go deeper, you can let your left leg go straight along the floor. You can stay here, or you can pass your right foot over to your left hand, drawing your right ankle towards your left shoulder. And if you want to go a little deeper, you can take your right foot, you can lift your head and upper back off the floor. Your right foot can come into your left elbow crease. Right knee comes into your right elbow crease. Clasped hands, swaying left to right. You don't have to come this deep. It's up to you. We're just opening up the hip in any way that feels good for you. Able to breathe with awareness and ease. And then when you're ready, let's release that right foot slowly and gently down to the floor with a bent knee. Left knee comes into the chest. You can let it go wide. You can stop right here. If you want to go deeper, you can reach your left hand for the outside of your left foot. This is a half happy baby pose. If you want to go deeper, you can let your right leg go straight along the floor. Deeper, left foot over to the right hand. And if you want to put your left foot into your right elbow crease and your left knee into your left elbow crease, you can. Swaying left to right. So whatever version of this pose you're in, you're able to breathe. You're noticing what part of the body you're working through. And you're finding softness there. You're letting go of tightness and tension. And then whenever you're ready, slowly make your way back out of the pose so the left foot comes down. Feet are going to go wider than your hip, so mat width apart. Let both legs fall over to the right and pause here. Let your arms reach away from each other. Let your left knee reach away from your left hip. Let your left hip feel as though it's moving away from your left shoulder. Relax your right hip and your right inner thigh. Breathe into the belly. Let's bring the legs back to center and then just let them fall over to the left. Relax your back. Lengthen through the top of your right thigh. Breathing into the chest. Take a deep, full breath in. And then as you exhale, let's bring the legs back to center. We're going to hug them into the chest, rocking left to right. You can make some circles with the knees in one direction and then the other. And we'll just take 3 moving breaths together before Savasana. So as you inhale, feet reach, arms reach back. As you exhale, hug the knees into the chest. Again, inhale, arms reach up and back, feet lift. Exhale, hug the knees in. One more time, just like that. Inhale. And exhale. When you're ready, we'll take the feet down to the floor. You can keep the knees bent for Savasana. You can place a prop underneath your knees if you'd like, or you can let your legs go straight out in front. Let your arms be out to the sides, palms up. Eyes are closed. Just take a moment to settle into Savasana. Final relaxation pose where you can just let go of any remaining bit of tightness or tension or stress. Allow your breath to just flow with ease. Relaxing the muscles around the face. Softening the space between the eyebrows. Relax your jaw. Soften around the neck and throat. Relax your shoulders and your arms. Let the back of the body just melt into the mat. And let the front of the body move with your breath, noticing the rise and fall of the chest and belly. Notice if you can feel grounded and centered in your hips. Relax through the legs. And just take these last few moments of your practice to just be. Feeling relaxed, peaceful, and present. Allow your body to absorb your practice. Begin to breathe a little bit deeper. You can gently turn your head left to right, just rolling the back of the head. You can begin to wiggle your fingers and toes. And then when you're ready, take your time, moving slowly and gently to transition out of Savasana. And we'll all meet together seated. And just sitting with the eyes closed for a moment. Let's take the right hand over your heart, the left hand over your right hand. And remember that we are all connected. Not only are we here with each other, but we are here for each other. Let's bring the palms together in front of your heart center to honor your practice and honor each other. Namaste.